Hi guys, and welcome back to Chef's Choice. I'm Pascal, and today I'm talking about the 8 acts that haven't performed live at the Eurovision in concert in Amsterdam. Some people asked me to do this, and I tried finding live versions online besides the ones from the national finals to get an impression of their chances in the contest. Of course, it's much harder to judge them because it's different from actually having been there physically and feeling the energy of the audience, but I try my best. You find all my reviews of the performances in Amsterdam in the playlist up here. And I'm also in the progress of redoing my top 42 video because my opinion has already changed a lot during the past 2 weeks. And if you want to see that, subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon so you get notified when it's up. Now let's go. Australia. Of course, Isaiah doesn't participate in the European pre-concert, but there's a video of him performing a sort of acoustic version of the song. I put a link to the video in the description. This is one of those songs that will be enhanced a lot with an atmospherical staging in Kiev. I still think it's one of the stronger ballads this year, and I really love the tone of his voice that creates this deep space that you can dive into. But it's lacking a certain excitement in his performances so far. It has the potential to draw you in, but they need to make the staging really dense and focused. Because if he loses the connection to the audience just for a short moment, I think it will be hard to reel them back in. I'm not sure whether it can translate the emotions through the camera, but I hope it will. Belgium. Sadly, Blanche couldn't perform in Amsterdam because she was sick apparently. So I'm using the performance from the London show to make my opinion. She faces similar issues like Isaiah. Her song is so unobtrusive that it's going to be hard to make a statement with it. It's a great song to listen to on your own in your headphones, but from what I've seen of her live so far, it didn't have enough grip. Blanche looks more like a wallflower on stage than a star, as if she'd rather like to sing from the back of the stage where no one sees her. And I don't want to offend her by that. I would just like to see her do well in the contest, and like that, I'm afraid she might end up like Iceland last year. Estonia. Demy and Laura didn't participate in any of the pre-shows so far, and I couldn't find a video where they performed a revamped version and where they are singing live, so I can't say anything about that. Greece. I'm scared. There are a few countries where it's very hard to say something negative about their entry, not their country by the way, just their entry, without getting a backlash of angry comments, and Greece is one of them. But luckily, compared to my other videos before, I have actually not that much negative to say this time. I still don't particularly like the song. It's well made and has a good energy, but it is generic. But I have to admit it will come to life on stage, and it will be a great performance. I've only seen rehearsal videos of her singing live that look and especially sound promising, because she sings really well, and there's a supposedly live performance of her as well, where she delivers a great show. I'm not 100% certain that it is live, but I'm not doubting her vocal abilities based on the rehearsal video. So even though I more or less hated the song at the beginning, it's starting to grow on me and is by far not the worst in the competition. So I'm looking forward to her semi-final. Croatia. Sadly, there's not a single performance of him with that song, so I've got nothing to say. Iceland. Svala also hasn't performed in any of the pre-concerts, as far as I know, so the national final is still the only live source that I have. And I said in the review video already that I found the performance to be slightly awkward at times, and the styling took the 80s theme far too literal. I like that she has a distinct style, but it needs to be updated just a little bit. Latvia. I've grown to like the song a little more by now compared to the beginning, based on the music video where the song sounds much better than when they perform live. But since they have to sing live in Kiev, I'm expecting an interesting show on one hand, but some screechy sounds of the singer's voice on the other hand. And I still can't get over the repetitiveness of the song. But they got really lucky with their placement to close the semi-final, which will push them through for sure. And last but not least, Portugal. Salvador didn't participate in the pre-shows as well because of health reasons, and will also not attend the first rehearsals in Kiev, which might be a terrible mistake. I don't expect his performance to be very fancy and elaborate, but still you need to make sure everything works well. So I'm a little anxious looking forward on his performance. But other than that, I can't say anything. So that's my opinion on the few acts that I haven't seen in Amsterdam. Now I'm going back to editing my updated top 42 video. If you'd like to see that, subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.